also. So the Saturn is extremely important because that is the one which controls the activity of the nervous system. Then we have got the Sun, who is the basic energy of the physical body, and that energy we call it as soul. So these are all the various things that are there in the human body. Not only the Sun, but also we have the highest energy, the Creator. The Creator energy is also there in the physical body at a point just below the head called as Sahasrara. That is the point of the Creator's energy. And let us know what is this Creator energy and what is this physical body from today. Then name everything, right from the Creator to the various energies that exist in the physical body, for which we have to know the definition of the terms. Since we are not aware of the definition of the terms, we are using one word for the other. Consequently, the meanings in the Veda Dharma or the Sanatana Dharma is lost, and this has led to the religion. There was no religion at the creation, at the time of the creation. The man was as knowledgeable as the Paramatma himself. The man was a replica of the Paramatma. Whatever the Paramatma can understand, whatever the Paramatma can do, that was the capacity of the human being at the time of the creation. But afterwards what happened is, the man lost the energy and he has come to this state. The man was previously using the Atindriya Gnana, closing the eyes and having a vision of the world. That was his capacity. Working at infinite velocity was his capacity. Now he works below velocity of light called as Indriya Gnana. And whatever the knowledge we get out of Indriya Gnana is called as Vidya or education. Whatever the knowledge we get on account of the Atindriya is called as wisdom or Dana. Dana comes beyond velocity of light and Vidya comes below velocity of light. The prominence was given to education, not the Gnana. Consequently, the Jnanis became less and less in number. The educated became more and more, and their words have become an ultimate say in the universe today. It means people who can understand the universe within themselves are not cared today. On the contrary, we are caring for people who have understood the world from Indriya. This is the unfortunate situation of the Dharma, and consequently now we have got what is called as religion. So let us understand the words one by one. Paramatma. We have got Paramatma, we have got Bhagavanta in the Sanatana Dharma's words I am telling. I will also tell the equivalent words in English afterwards. One is Paramatma, the next one is Bhagavanta, the next one is Devaru, the fourth one is Devata. These are the four terminologies that are normally used in the Vedic scriptures. It may be Puranas, Upanishads, or Mahabharata, Ramayana, or generally speaking any books. We use these four terminologies. So we have to understand what these four terminologies means. Let us understand the first word called as Paramatma. Not only understanding that word, let us define what is Paramatma in science. All these words ought to be in totality to be defined in science. Then only we can evaluate what it is. Otherwise it is extremely difficult to evaluate the things. As such, I would like to put these words in the scientific perspective. We are all aware, the first word I am taking, the Paramatma. We are all aware, the energy is the root of the creation. Without energy there cannot be any creation at all. The energy is defined as one which has got a very high velocity. What is the highest velocity that you can think? Infinite velocity. So we have got two types of energy, one operating at infinite velocity, another operating at the velocity of light. These two things are considered as energy, and these two things are considered as the two phases of what is called as Purusha. One is the ultimate energy and the other one is the energy operated at the level of light. To say in science, the one which operates at the velocity of light, the broken nucleus of an atom. The broken nucleus of an atom is called Brahma. It is called Surya. It is called Sun. Even in the broken nucleus of an atom there are particles. If those particles are also broken, then you get the finite energy. That finite energy is the ultimate energy of the universe. Let us know what that energy is. We are all aware, to construct a house, a man must be energetic. To possess a house, the man must be energetic. If little more strength is there, he will construct a city, then a nation, then the entire continent, then the entire earth. So the one that has created the earth must be more energetic than the human beings. Or in other words, we can say we ourselves are less in strength when compared to the construction of the energy of the earth. And if you take the whole solar system, that energy must be much more larger, both in quantum. So the energy goes on increasing. What happens is the places where the energy can lie also becomes vast and large. Then somebody asks, what is the ultimate energy you can think of? The one energy which has constructed the whole of the universe must be the ultimate energy. What that ultimate energy to be called as? It must be the mighty energy. How much mightier it is? Then he said, since it has constructed the whole evolution of all the stars put together, whatever it is, whether visible or non-visible to my eyes, if you consider all that energy which has created the entire cosmos must be the mightiest energy. How much mightiest energy it is? It is the mightiest of all energies that can exist in the universe. And that is the root of the creation. That energy we call it as Almighty. It is in terms called as Paramatma or the superior soul. So Paramatma or superior soul, its English equivalent is Almighty. So Almighty is the root of the creation. The Almighty exists in us. Let us know the characteristics of the Almighty. The Almighty is basically an energy. It is an energy, it is there. Let us see what is the particle state. If we take an approximate equation called as energy is equal to mc square, m representing the mass, c representing the velocity, the ultimate energy called as E can come with an ultimate velocity of a particle. So when the c becomes infinite, the energy becomes infinite. Or we can define the ultimate energy or the Paramatma or the Almighty as one whose energy is infinite. The energy becomes infinite when the velocity becomes infinite. So we can define Paramatma as an energy whose velocity is infinite. When the velocity becomes infinite, that is there at all places in the world without elapsation of time. So it means there is no time scale for the Paramatma or the Almighty. So an energy which works at infinite velocity is the first characteristic of the Paramatma. It means those particles have got such huge energy, it can administer all the places simultaneously, it can be present all the places simultaneously, and it must be the potent energy because it is present in every matter. As such, it is called as omnipotent. So it is not only omnipotent, its velocity is infinite, as such it is there outside, as such it is there inside. Then we will see what is the particle. When A equals mc square, C becomes infinite, M becomes infinitely small. So Paramatma can be defined as one, already defined, velocity is infinite. Second, its energy is infinite. Third, since its velocity is infinite, it is present at all the points without elapsation of time. Fourth, we will come to the particle now. The particle becomes infinitely small. It is so small it can penetrate within every other particle in the universe. As such, it can excite every particle. I am using the word excite, not the collision. Because Paramatma, if he has got collision, he would not have existed at all. It can only excite, it cannot have a collision. As such, it can penetrate within every particle. So when once it is penetrating in every particle, since its velocity is infinite, it can be outside as well as inside. So we can define the Almighty or the Paramatma one as one whose velocity is infinite. It is the ultimate energy that a man can think of in the universe. Number 3, since its velocity is infinite,